What would you say would be the most common complaints of people that are aging? What comes to my mind is pain, sickness, lack of mobility. Now, my goal for my life at least is to live long and to finish strong. Because what's the use of me living just a long time if I can't be active and strong and doing the things that I want to do, that I need to do? Now, I'm not afraid of dying, but I do know that I have not fulfilled my purpose on this planet yet, and it's going to take a little bit of time for me to do that. So I want to live as long as I can and live well. So I always say that my food is my medicine and my exercise is my health insurance. Now, you can get medical insurance if you want to, but medical insurance does not ensure that you will be healthy. It just pays for it when you get sick or injured. Now, I am extremely healthy and I've been that way for a few years now, but I don't believe that it's just by chance. And I know some people will tell me, oh, you're just so lucky because you don't get sick. Well, I find that the more I adhere to a few principles, the luckier I get, right? But really, I trust in God for my health. But I also trust in Him for guidance on the things that I need to do to maintain that health and how to cooperate with my body and the way that it's designed to operate. So in this video, I want to share with you the 3 foods that I avoid in order to stay healthy. But first, I want to share with you the benefits of avoiding these foods. First of all, this will help you to either prevent diabetes or, if you already have diabetes, to keep it under control. Also, another benefit, eating this way will help you to protect your brain health and to prevent cognitive decline. And not only that, but this way of eating will help you to reduce inflammation in your body, which is the source of all sickness, all disease is a form of inflammation. Also, to boost your immune system. And another benefit is that it will increase your strength and your energy. And who doesn't need more of that? So when I say that I avoid these foods, I want you to know that it's not 100% eliminating them from my diet because, hey, we live in a real world, we live with people, and there's just those times when it's not possible to eliminate something 100% from your diet. But I do my best to avoid these 3 foods and enjoy the benefits from doing that. Now, the first food that I avoid as much as I can is processed sugar. Now, processed sugar would be white sugar, brown sugar, or a lot of ingredients that you might read on the labels that end in OSE, glucose, fructose, dextrose. All of those are forms of processed sugar. Now, the reason for that is that that kind of a sugar in your body increases your insulin levels and increases your blood sugar to a dangerous rate that causes inflammation in your body and also causes unwanted fat storage. And really, what caught my attention the most for this is that the higher level of blood sugar can cause your arteries to stiffen and to narrow, those arteries that carry the blood to your brain. And your brain needs that oxygen to function right. And that is one of the major causes for cognitive decline, is that the brain is not getting enough oxygen. So you can see that it's very important to get those sugars out of your diet to reduce that inflammation. Now you might think, oh, well, that's easy. I can just use artificial sweeteners. So I can do my baking and substitute that and put it in my coffee and have everything just as sweet as I want it to be. Now, the problem with that is not just the sugar, but it's actually the sweet. Sweetness is very addictive. It causes a pleasure response in the brain, and when it does that, it makes you want more. What we really need to deal with is that urge to always have something sweet. Now, fruits are fine. I eat fruits. I eat a little bit of honey and things. But when you try to just make everything sweet artificially, using them doesn't change your habits. So it's much better just to cut out that processed sugar and find ways to eat where you can enjoy natural sweetness from fruits or perhaps a little bit of honey. Now, what I have found is that eating this way, everything starts to taste a lot sweeter. Even things that are not sweet, it leaves a sweet taste in your mouth. It's almost like your taste buds have been overloaded by sweet. And when you finally get things under control with that, they function more like they're supposed to, and everything tastes better. Now, the second ingredient that I avoid as much as I can is white flour, processed, refined white flour. That could also be unbleached flour. It's still been processed and refined. And white rice also goes along with that for the same reasons, that wheat itself has nutrients in it, but when it's processed into that flour, all the nutrients are stripped away. All the minerals, all the vitamins, and the protein that is in that wheat grain are stripped away. And when that happens, it has the same effect on your body as that sugar does. That starchy substance just elevates your blood sugar and causes a spike in your insulin level that can produce a lot of inflammation in your body, causing you pain and discomfort that you really don't need to have. Now, the third ingredient that I avoid is one that's kind of hard to get around, but that is refined and processed oils, seed oils that you find. You know, the ones that are so common on the grocery store shelves. They're just full of that soy oil, sunflower oil, corn oil, and all the rest, canola oil, palm oil, and all of those oils, they've been so highly refined. And the process that they go through is with extreme heat and a lot of chemicals. It takes anything beneficial out of that oil. It makes it very shelf stable and also elevates the smoke point of that oil so that it can be used in frying without overheating. Now, these highly processed oils are a major cause of inflammation in the body. And that inflammation will cause aches and pains and depression, anxiety, fatigue in your body, and even unexplained weight gain. Now, the good oils that you can have to avoid these problems are oils that have not been highly refined. And those oils would be mostly coconut oil and olive oil. Those are the ones that I use the most. I'll use olive oil on things that are savory, and coconut oil if it's something that's not savory or slightly sweet. Also, you can use avocado oil or flaxseed oil or sesame oil. That is a great one for the flavor. Just add a few drops of that. But these oils are not going to do you harm. They've been cold pressed, and that's the important part. Make sure that they are extra virgin and cold pressed to retain all the nutrients that are in them. So those are the big three. It does sound rather simple, doesn't it? Just sugar, flour, and refined oils. But sometimes it can be a little bit challenging at first to eat that way. But if you do, you're going to find that the benefits that you get from it make it well worth the effort. Basically, what we're doing is trying to eat foods that are as close to their natural form as possible. Eat it just like God gave it to us. So I hope you really think about that and give it a try. See how you can first reduce and then practically eliminate those foods from your diet. If you do, you will enjoy lower levels of inflammation and an immune system that is strong and will protect you against the things you come in contact with. So join me in my goal to live long and to finish strong and to enjoy the life that we have ahead of us. And thanks for watching this video. And I'm glad that you've made it through to the end. Leave comments if you've been thinking about some of this. And I'd love it if you'd subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that already. So thanks again for watching, for being with me, and I hope you'll be with me in the next video that's coming up right here.